Good
Good
morning.
evening.
Good
Okay,
morning,
good
Lisa.
morning.
Good
Okay,
morning, good evening, Bhante.
okay, same to you. Okay,
How are you, Bhante?
okay,
Good.
okay, good to see your brain. Okay, okay, good luck to see you.
And to let you know, Tom is mid-flight on his way back from Vietnam.
Oh, I see.
He will not be here.
Ah, 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 ah. Okay, then, so then we can start now. Okay, then we can start. Okay. Namami Buddhang Gunasagarantang Satta Sada Hontu Sukhi Avira Kayo Jigucchu Sakalo Dugando Gaccanti Sabbi Maranang Anche Namami Dhammang Sukhi Sitam Satta Sada Hontu Sukhi Avira Kayo Jigucchu Sakalo Dugando Gaccanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanche Namami Sangang Muniraja Savakang Satta Sada Hontu Sukhi Avira Kayo Jigucchu Sakalo Dugando Gaccanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanche.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, I think. Okay. Thank you so much joining for class. However, what happened last Friday, I got problem, internet connection problem. So that I tried to connect it, but maybe it was some technical failure in the temple. So that is why the last moment just I circulate my announcement, cancel the class. So I am sorry for that. Today then, again, we concentrate on same topic. It is meaning we are still discussing Chittanupassana. Under that chapter, now we were talking about rasa tanha, rasa tanha. Let me continue the same subtopic. What is rasa tanha? What is rasa tanha means what is the craving for taste. That is, rasa tanha refers to thirst for taste. Thirst for taste. Or you can say lust of sensual enjoyment. That is what we call rasa tanha. Rasa is a flavor or taste. Nobody wants to eat tasteless food. We look for tasteful, very tasty food. That is the nature. It is human nature. Everybody, they want to try, they want to experience different kind of taste. Because that is how we operate our tongue. Tongue, it needs tasteful thing. Tongue always refuses untasty food, tasteless food. They, if you try to consume, if you try to eat some sour, bitter thing, immediately when the tongue got its taste, immediately it tongue throws the food or whatever you eat. That is the nature. Then Rasatana refers to thirst for taste, or lust, desire, craving for sensual enjoyment. Sensual enjoyment. It's meaning we please our eye, we please our nose, we try to satisfy our ear, you try to satisfy, please, or entertain your sense organ. That is a sensual enjoyment. Sensual enjoyment. That is what we are doing daily basis. Every day we do so. We entertain or we please our sense organ, giving their own food, looking at the sceneries, hearing melodies, sound, tasting good things, items, good food, and also smelling good odor, having impression, bodily impression like that. We whole the day, what we do, we try keep our sense in happy, satisfied moment. That is why it is like a thirsty. It never end it. Until we get enlightenment, it will never end it. Until liberate, until get understand reality, what is reality, till that we have to satisfy, we have to please, we have to maintain our sense organ, giving their own food, own food. That is why it is like a thirsty. Suppose you are thirsty when you walk, of course, after a few minutes or after half an hour, you got tired. You feel thirsty. Then you drink water. By drinking water, you alleviate your thirsty. But again, it will come. Again, when you again walk, when you again engage with the things, of course, again you feel. Again, you need to have the waters like that. This is also thirsty. We have thirsty fulfilled, or we have thirsty for desirable things, desirable thing. That is why Rasatana refers to thirst of or thirst for taste, tasty food, tasty drink, tasty things. Even the documentary or the sceneries. Through that, when you look at when you go through the scenery, through that object, of course, you will satisfy, you will make happy your eye consciousness, eye. When you listen, when you hear the melodies, that means you are becoming, you try to make your ear happy, giving its own food. That is why it is like a thirst. Then if you need to search how Buddha explained about the thirsty in his teaching, you can find out, you can search the Buddha's script or Buddha's teaching, Digha Nikaya, and also Jataka stories, or Dhammapada. When you go through those scriptures, of course, you can find some evidence which support to we help which that support help you to prove that what is rasatana, how Buddha explain, how Buddha define rasasana based on his understanding or teaching. You are free. You are free to search. You are free to go through those scriptures, Buddha's teaching or Pali canon. Then you can get more evidences, references from those scripture to get how Buddha explained, how Buddha defined what is rasasana. Actually, when he explained, when he was talking about what is rasatana, he used to have he used to get use many synonym words to tanha. Tanha, rasa tanha. Tanha is craving. Rasa means tasty. As I told you earlier, it is a compound term, because the tanha, rasa were together. When we put together those two terms, then it's become a rasa tanha. When we separate tanha, in Buddhism, there are many words, there are many terms that can use to indicate what is tanha. Let us focus few references as mentioned, as come in Dhammapada, a treasury of Dhamma. This is the first tanha. Basically, we use both tanha, lobha are synonyms, same terms. Tanha, oh, sorry, excuse me. Online. Then here I have reference quotation got from Dhammapada. First one is tanhaya jayati soko, tanhaya jayati bhayam, tanhaya vipamuttasya natti soko kuto bhayam. This is how Buddha narrate. This is how Buddha describe the very significant result, consequences that you have, that we can earn by controlling the desire, or by controlling tanha. Then tanha, or desire, is the main cause that create many problems, create many problems. That is the main condition, main factor, which gives us more tension, more trouble, more problem in our life. That is why Buddha summarize its disadvantages. The disadvantages of cravings are explained in this Dhammapada. Tanhaya jayati sogu. First one is tanha means a craving. Jayati means create or begets. Soko means sorrow. Soko, sorrow. Then craving begets sorrow. Tanhaya jayati soko means craving begets sorrow. How you become a sorrow? If you maintain craving, based on that, if you are so craving for object, for things, through that, of course, you will get that. You will become a sorrow. That is the first one. Tanhaya jayati soko. Tanhaya jayati soko means craving begets sorrow. Craving begets sorrow. Soko means sorrow, regretness. Next one is tanhaya jayati bhayam. Bhayam means fearfulness, fear. It is quite, we are very fearful. We are very fearful as a human being. It is our nature. We become fear looking at some invisible things. Sometimes when you heard some unusual sound, voice, or screaming, of course, because of that, you become fear. You become fear. Tanhaya jayati bhayam means craving begets fear. Craving begets fear. Tanhaya vipamuttasya. Tanhaya vipamuttasya natti soko kuto bhayam. For him, tanhaya vipamuttasya, for him who is free from craving, there's no sorrow. If you are free, if you do not maintain, if you do not sustain your craving unnecessary, of course, you won't be the fearful. There's no fear. There's no fear. If you maintain it unnecessary, because of that practice, indeed you will get, you will become a fear. You will become a fear. For him who is free from lust or craving, desire, there is no sorrow. There is no sorrow. Natti soko kuto bhayam. How can there be fear for him? Nothing. Then that is the first. I try to give many terms, many Pali terms that has been used by the Buddha in order to explain what is tanha, what is tanha. They are synonyms. Next is a karma. Karma to jayati soko. Same, meaning is the same, the only just you have the new word in this second version. You have Buddha introduced another new word, that is karma. Karma to jayati soko, karma to jayati bhayam, karma to vipamuttasya, natti soko kuto bhayam. Here, kama, lust, again, same synonyms. That is why lust. Here, kama means lust. Kamato jayati soko, kamato jayati bhayam. Lust begets sorrow, lust begets fear. Kamato vipamuttas natti soko kuto bhayam. For him who is free from lust, there is no sorrow. How can there be fear for him? Next is Ratya. Ratya jayati soko, ratya jayati bhayam. Ratya vipamuttas natti soko kuto bhayam. Same word, ratya. You can use tanha, kama, and rati. Rati is attachment. But you can have the different English term for each terms. Here, ratiya means attachment. Ratiya means attachment. Clinging into desirable things, object. Ratya jayati soko means attachment. Its meaning to sensual pleasure. For what you attach? To sensual pleasure. Sensual pleasure, as I told, it is a very quite easy to understand what is sensual pleasure. As I told you, always all the day what we do, we please our sense organ, giving their own external food. Every sense organ has their own food. Externally, we provide them. Pratya means attachment. Attachment to sensual pleasures. Pratya, attachment begets sorrow. And attachment begets fear. There's no sorrow for him who is free from attachment. If you have less attachment, then you have the less feeling, less problem. If you try to minimize your attachment, if you control your attachment based on their sense faculties, of course, you may not have much problem. You may not have much difficulties and tension or depressions, whatever it is you mentioned there. The ratya jayati, ratya vipamutasa natti soko kuto bhayam. Then the tanha, kama, pema, kamato, ratya, tanhaya, tanha, kama, ratya, and next one is a pemato jayati soko, pemato jayati bhayam, pemato vipamutasa natti soko kuto bhayam. Buddha, why Buddha doesn't use many terms when he explains some point or some ideas? Because to the people are different. People, their age, their understanding, their thinking, of course, may be different one another. Among the people, there are many who cannot understand properly. That is why Buddha, when he explains when he narrates some idea or concept, purposely he used many terms, many words, and many similes and metaphor, because make them easy to understand. That is why he used the many terms. Here, pemato means endearment. Endearment. Pemato jayati soko, pemato jayati bhayam. Pemato vipumitasa natti soko kuto bhayam. Endearment begets sorrow. Endearment begets fear. There's no sorrow for him who is free from endearment. How can there be fear for him? Then next one, last one is Pieto jayati soko, pieto jayati bhayam. Pieto vipamutasa nati soko kutuba. Here another word that is fear, pieto. Affection, pieto means affection. Affection begets sorrow, affection begets fear. There's no sorrow for him who is free from affection. How can there be fear for him? There are many words Buddha used. Here I already I mentioned 5 words. Tanha, Kama, Rati, Payment, and fear. Fear to Paymato. First one is Tanha, you know how to write. Kamato, Kamato. Kamato. Ratia, Ratiya. Ratia. Paymato, Pemato. Paymato, Payma. Noun, it's a stem is a Payma. Payma. Fear, next one is the fear stem. Piya, fear. When it declined to in nominative case, it is become a pieto, pemato, ratiya, and kamato, tanhaya. That is the few terms, the few words what Buddha used to as a synonym for tanha, as a synonym words for tanha. Please remember these words. Then, if we are so greedy about the taste of some object, like eatable fish or fresh meat or other things, our mouth will be full. Our mouth will be full of mouth water. If we are so eager, if we are so greedy, when you look at the very the tasty food, the tasty thing, at once, immediately, when you experience those food items, eatable things like fish or a delicious curry or like that, many varieties are there, items are there. When you look at them, it is a natural. Normally, when you look at, when you search, when you go through the menu, even sometime when you go to the restaurant timely, for change, of course, you go out, dinner out, lunch like that, you schedule your time. When you go through the menu, of course, looking at the food, reading their contents, when you go through the different kind of varieties, of course, naturally, it is you cannot govern it, you cannot control that the mouth will be full with water. It is a natural. It is a happening naturally. Even if someone refuses to eat fish and meat with simple attitude, sometimes maybe not logically, out of fear, out of something else, someone of you may refuse to eat fish or meat or other things. Basically, even if someone refuses to eat fish and meat with a sinful attitude, with a simple attitude, it's meaning you think, oh, it is not so good. It is a very unwholesome act. But even though if you refuse so, you choose its replacement which provide that same flavor. But you refuse basically. But when you are ready to eat, when you plan to order, even you refuse, even you didn't order directly that meat objects or meat curry or something. Instead of that, what you do, you try to choose its replacement, like an artificial food. Artificially, in the market, that restaurant places, they have replacement that product with that flavor, so that some of us, we try to choose or try to find its replacement which provide the same flavor. It's meaning we are addicted, even though you refuse, though you did not order directly the meat or flesh or fishes, but we used to, or we try to select its replacement. That is, that indicate, what is that indicate is we are addicted with that flavor. We are addicted that flavor. That is why we try to find it in replacement. Even if someone of us don't eat carnivorous food, meat, we will look only for such a taste at meal time. We try to solve. Suppose we have substitute food that offers us the same chicken flavor, but cannot be free from our original intention while eating. As we have established that meat eating perception in our mind. That is why it is that perfection has been established deeply in our mind. That is why we look for such food, such replacement. That is what we call tanha, trufna. We are addicted. You addicted with that flavor. No one knows that the tongue has been tied with that taste. We never know that. No one knows that tongue has been tied with that taste. The long time you are eating such food, and because of that your tongue needs that flavor. That is why even you refuse, even if you did order such food directly, but you try to find it in replacement. That is because our tongue is addicted deeply with that taste. That is why, in another way, you try to satisfy, you try to please your tongue, given that artificial uh, artificial food, which provide that flavor, that taste. Mm. So we consume our food with desire. With desire, we have maintained a prolonged time. We have desire. We have desire, but it is not a sin. But it is not a sin, or it is not a sinful, but it is an unskillful action. It is an unskillful action. It is not sinful action, but it is an unskillful. You are not skilled to control perfectly, that is. Then, however, nobody can attain emancipation having been given a chance to develop unskillful action based on craving at any time. Then, if you do not develop skillfulness, you should be skillful, avoid it totally. Totally. It is depend it is depend you, what I explain, what would the intent to through this tanha, this the taste for, or craving for taste, craving for taste. However, nobody can attain emancipation. That is the last goal. That is our last goal, the final destination. Having been given a chance to develop unskillful action, we have given more space or more chances to develop unskillful action in our life. Then if you do so, of course, we cannot get emancipation. We cannot liberate from this samsaric life. That is why we have to understand things really as they are. Things as they are. If we develop to eat our plate of meals by reflecting on the loathsomeness of the food. Ahare patikula sanya. That is one of the kammatthana for our meditation, You know that there are 40 kammatthana for meditators, as Buddha mentioned, as they are come in the Visuddhimagga. This is one, ahare patikula sanya. That is the reflection on the loathsomeness of the food. We have to train. When you eat, when you consume the meals, that time, of course, we have to reflect. We are bound to. Buddha recommended us to concentrate or reflect on our eating while we are eating. What for we are eating. Yes, later on I will explain that how we reflect, how we meditate while we are eating some food, some pindapata. It is, if we train to eat our plate of meals by reflecting on the loathsomeness of the food, ahare particular sanya mindfully, it could cause our liberation. It could cause our liberation. It's meaning you know why we are eating, the purpose, the actual purpose of our eating, maintain our body for our meditation, for our practice of Dhamma. It is that is the main purpose of the concentration or reflection of our food, We don't have that habit oriented understanding as we have not practiced so far. In our daily life, of course, we don't maintain such practice because we don't have that habit oriented. We are not habitual to do so. It is not routine. Just we eat. In the monastery, we cannot do so. All monks are recommended to reflect why we are having this type of food. But in lay life, just simply you gather and take your lunch, dinner, or breakfast. No any concentration, no any thinking. Sometimes in the Japanese people in their culture, when they sat for eating, before eating all together, all one, they wish itadakimasu, like that they say. Before eating, before take their lunch or dinner, they say itadakimasu. It's meaning they wish they radiate their blessings or their gratitude for everyone, those who engage to provide such a delicious food. They do so. Japanese people, I know. Maybe it's in your culture also. Maybe you also sometimes you have that practice. But normally in the householders or lay people's life, they simply they gather, they company, then just straight away they take their food meals without any prayer, without any wishing or uh, reflecting on their food. Therefore, it is good habit. Let us say we have the desire to taste a particular food. Because the desires are different one another. No, we have different desires. My desires totally different from you. Your desires or your choices maybe totally different from me. Like that, we are not equal. We are not equal, so that we have different attitude, different norms, different things, so that whenever when we gather to eat, we choose different things based on my or your will, your eagerness. Therefore, that suppose you have the particular desire to eat some food. It's meaning that food, whatever you have chosen for your eating, produces thoughtful mind. Based on that food or that object, simply you may, as I told you, you have an idea, you have desire to eat something special. You know that when you are looking for food, of course, you look at the signboard. posters, they mention in front of the restaurant, today's special. Today's special. Then you try to look, what is it? Today's special. They also uh, display such a advertisement, displays make you attract their food. Then suppose you selected, when you got that today's special food, then that food produce a thoughtful mind. Thoughtful mind, it is a lustful. Yeah, that is, it is called lustful mind, saraga chitta. It is called saraga chitta. And then when you eat, when you consume, even though you do not reflect on your eating, consumption of the food, basically that mind occur, that lustful mind arise within you. Then you have to understand it. That is how saraga chitta arise, comes to our mind. The increase in desire for the flavor of various food or object is known as a craving for taste. That is rasa tanha or tanha rasa tanha. This craving is not limited to non-vegetarian or non-vegetarian food. It also applies to a wide range of other food, other with items. So everything, no matter whether they are meat or non-veg or vegetarian, no matter, every food, everything, every object provide us some sort of taste, some sort of taste. However, many people often assume that such cravings are primarily associated with meat and fish. That is the view what we hold in the society. Basically, they think, only we eat such food or meat and fish, only we develop our tanha, desire or craving for taste. No, many people often assume that such cravings are primarily associated with meat and fish. It is wrong. Not every item, every food item gives us that craving for taste, craving for everyone. Some individuals who are addicted to the taste of food choose not to eat meat and fish out of pure. I explain it that while it is not considered sinful, it is unskillful. That is, I also explain, I think. This is how Buddha said. Then the Buddha described a wise person as like a wise watchman. The Buddha described a wise person, in a wiseful or intelligent person as like a wise watchman. Wise watchman. In ancient time, one's intelligence was the primary qualification considered during the selection process for a watchman. Then some company or some house, when they select a watchman for their protection, for their properties, company protection, basically they concern his intelligence, his wisdom, how he work, how does he, how he's going to take a decision. Therefore, basically they consider the watchmen were skilled and at identifying all relevant matters before making a final decision, which helped maintain a peaceful and trouble-free environment. Then if you're supposed to appoint a watchman for your protection, for your safeguard, basically you should concern about him, how he is intelligent. That is a basic thing. Why? Because he should investigate, he should think properly, think before take the final decision. Therefore, these watchmen were skilled at identifying all relevant matters before making a final decision, which helped maintain a peaceful and trouble-free environment in the working place. The type of intelligence that accompanies mindfulness is refers to sampajana. Sampajana meaning well understanding. The type of intelligence that accompanies mindfulness is referred to as sampajana, meaning well understanding. Sampajana is a well understanding. It's that this word is a very common word. We come always in the sutta. First we originate certain lustful mind based on the object. Then in order to get understand its nature, real nature, you should have sampajana. That is the sampajana. Sampajana is a well understanding. They are aware of their developing mindset and understand the true nature of the mind. They are aware that sampajana, if you are sampajana, of course, you are aware of its development mindset and understand the true nature of the mind. Monks are advised to reflect on food when they are eating, when they are consuming. Monks are advised to reflect on food when they are eating, when they are consuming. This is how Buddha recommended. Patisankayoniso pindapatam patisevami neva davaya namadaya namandanaya navibhusanaya yavadeva imassa kayassa titya yapanaya vehinsuparatya brahmacharya anuggahaya iti puranancha vedanam patiyankami navancha vedanam na upadisami. We take our lunch or breakfast for this purpose, nothing else. Here, patisanka yoniso, Patisanka yoniso pindapatam patisevami. We eat concentrating. We eat, we consume our food, concentrating, contemplating well. That is the Buddha's advice. Buddha advised us, contemplate. When you eat, when you're ready to get your breakfast or lunch, you should contemplate. Why are you eating? No, playfully. We use arm food. We use arm food, not playful, not to flay. Namadai can say no for intoxication. We are not. Madaya means intoxication. Never Dhavaya means playfully, not playfully, no for intoxication. Madai means intoxication, not true. Not true. Then the next one is the Mandanaya, not for putting on bulk, Mandanaya. Now, Vibhosanaya, not for beautification. Beautification. We don't eat beautify, make a become handsome or smart boy or smart monk. No, we don't eat that way. We have to reflect such way. No beautification. Na vibhusanaya. Yavadeva imasakaya sitya. But simply for the survival of continuation of this body. That is why we are eating. Yavada imasakaya satitya. As long as lives, so long we have to maintain our body. Therefore, but simply for the survival of continuation of this body. That is the purpose. Yuhinsu paratyaya, for ending it in affliction. That is the purpose. For ending its affliction. Brahmacharya Anugahaya, support for holy life, for the support of the holy life. That is why we are eating. You should eat. We eat just to maintain our life, do practice meditation or holy life for the purpose of the holy life thinking. Iti Puranancha Vedanam Patyanka Namancha Vedana Upadesami. Then, thus, will I destroy all feeling, all feeling, old feeling, not all, old feeling of hunger, and not create new feeling. Why we eat to control, destroy old the feeling, hunger, and also not create new feeling from overeating. We are not we are not to create new feeling by eating overeating. We will maintain myself, be blameless and live in comfort. That is why we are eating lunch. This way, Buddha recommended us to contemplate on our eating in order to control much desire for food, much desire for. Then we don't care about craving for taste, rasatanna. We don't maintain rasatanna while we are eating. Just we eat for the purpose of practice Dhamma, practice holy life. This way, if you contemplate was you don't create, you don't develop desires or craving of the food taste, the meal taste. This way, let us control our desires. Okay. Rasatanna. Maybe another few lessons I have to continue the same topic in the few classes. Then after I can conclude this Chittanupassana. Then after the last aspect of Satipatthana Sutta can start. That is Dhammanupassana. Dhammanupassana, the observation of Dhamma or doctrinal point delivered by the Buddha. So with that idea, let us conclude. Let us stop end our class today. Thank you so much for joining. Later on, I will send this notes. I will send up to now the lessons note for you, written. Then you go through and edit it, make it nicer, better way to read others. Okay, I will send up to this point, not what I prepared for your lessons. Okay, then as usual, let us radiate our good thoughts and benevolence thought for everyone's success and well-being. With that idea, let us concentrate on my prayer, recitation, and you also radiate your good thought for everyone's success and well-being. Dukkhapatta ca niddukha bhayapatta ca nibbhaya sokapatta ca nisoka hontu sabbe pipanino.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bhante.
Okay, take care. Have a nice day.
Let's have a nice week.
Okay, nice to see you. Okay, see you everybody.